Hello folks and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon. We are here today. We're going to take a look at a challenging park called Dinky Park. A small cramped amusement park. Expansion requires major expansion. We need to get the value up to $100,000 at the end of October year 2. So you can take a look at this. This most definitely is a dinky little park. And if we take a look at what we have to expand, we have lots of space to build over there, which is great. And I'm assuming we're going to be able to build across the roadway here as long as we're kind of up. If we take a look at the park itself, it's kind of small. There's lots going on here, which lots of stuff we can work with as well. We have $10,000 and 180 or 58 guests, excuse me. And we take a look at our park value. It's only 21,000, so we're getting hurt here. Now, the first immediate thing I look at when I'm just judging this park is there's no direct way over to this extra land. We need to have a pathway over to there, and currently how all the rides are set up is it's kind of blocked. So I'm gonna work on rerouting some of this stuff. Like this guy's gonna shift over one. This pathway is probably gonna get edited as well. And then either the sky or the observation, the Ferris wheel, or this guy are all gonna get moved. And we should probably take a look and see what rides we have as well. So we have most of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 there built. We have 0 roller coasters, which we can easily solve that problem. We have both of our thrill rides, and we have no water rides, which I don't think we're going to be able to build any water rides until we start buying up stuff over there really anyway. All right, so we have a challenge ahead of us. We also have no real setup for a lot of this stuff. And let's see, is this a paid? Okay, so this is a paid park as far as where the guests are paying per ride, which is helpful and unhelpful at times. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna get that set up. We will now go in and construct on there, and we're just gonna move it over to this spot. The entrance is gonna be here, the exit will be there, and then we can reopen that without any real problems. We're just gonna reroute all of that like so. We will get that there. And then we're going to take one of these 2 rides, probably the slide, honestly. We'll do some construction on that and get that put in like so. And let's just take a look at the stats on this. Make sure we can get as many people as possible on it. And inspections every 10 minutes, perfect. All right, now we can go in and let's do a red line for that. All right. Happy with the initial work we've gotten done already, just moving stuff around, trying to densify, is that a word? But make all of these rides more dense in how they're laid out and set up. I also want to, we can get, okay, so if I put it up here, we can get another ride in this area, which I think is something that I want to pursue. So we're going to go in and get rid of those and this one. And then we will take that and head on up like so. And we'll go in like that. All right. Now we can relocate this one. And we're actually going to build it a little bigger, I think, as well. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Let's go up to 250. There we are. The exit will be there. Entrance will be over here, and then we'll route that around where it needs to be. All right. That's all well and good. Cloud 9 is not going to be green. That doesn't make sense. It needs to be like a bluish color. This needs to be like a grayish color, and then this thing, let's make that yellow, like the sun. Sounds ridiculously dumb. I say, oh, that one's ugly. Nope, that's even uglier. There we go. Okay, we'll open that back up, make sure it's at 10 minutes, and we probably should hire some staff at this point, huh? So we'll get all of those. And most people are looking for more to go on, more exciting rides, which we will take care of momentarily. What my main goal again right now is to do is to try to make all of this as compact as possible so that we have more we can do. This all is looking good. I'm happy with the general setup we have here. We're going to close this Ferris wheel down as well and do some construction on it. And we're going to get that set up like that, that there. That'll be just called Ferris wheel. Set 10 minutes. There we go. And we'll open that bad boy up. And we'll have our line like so. And just in that little short period of time, we cleared out half the park, which is interesting on its own. But more interesting is that we now have room for some additional rides that we didn't have before. And also like kind of a main pathway that we can have the rides take their time getting over. So I'm just waiting to get rid of some of this other stuff. I really want to relocate this as well. I think that's the last thing I want to spend time relocating. So we're going to close this. And we'll do some real quick construction to it. And we're going to relocate that somewhere over this way. So the entrance will be there. The exit will be there. It's called Big Boat. I love it. All right, and then we can do something like that. And then from there, I'm going to shut down all of this. I don't want guests going through any of these areas now. So we're just going to shut all of that down. We will have to go in here and get some bathrooms set up. It is raining, so we can definitely get an info kiosk set up here. I wish there was a way to set like automatic margins, so you can just say, hey, I want to make $2 on each of these things, and it would just be done. That would be really fun. All right, but this whole lower area is going to be a coaster of some type, I think. This pathway here makes sense to keep that solid for now and into the future, so that we have spaces for everybody to go. But we also need to make sure that we're setting some of this stuff up, and I'll explain that more in a little bit here, but I want to make sure we have that. There's my dog again. But this is eventually going to lead off this way, and we don't own that land, so how do I buy that? Oh, there it is, the lease property. Okay, there we go. Okay, I just when you go in here and you go to the land thing, there are two options. You can purchase construction rights, or you can actually own the land. I don't need to do either yet because we haven't filled up this park at all yet. Oof, I forgot to do that. I definitely don't want transport rides. Don't need gentle rides. We just need this stuff here. Bring that up to maximum funding to just kind of hurry that along a little bit. And I think this area down here is now going to be a spot where we can set up some food. Everybody's able to get to it. That's all we need. Okay. Let's go in and get our food choices set up here, and we don't have any drinks, so that's going to be a problem for us. We will have to research that after our transportation ride, so we're spinning our wheels a little bit with stuff we don't necessarily need to have right now, but I'm more just upset that we wasted time on the transportation ride. All right, so we're going to uncheck those and go to shops and stalls, and hopefully we'll be able to put that in. But look at all this room we cleared out. I'm really, really excited about that. 3, 1, 2, 3. Get that all in there. 1, 2, 2, 3. I know. 1, 2, 3. That. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry for those of you who have to listen to me count, but it's the only way you get it done. Hey, we won an award for being the most disappointing park in the country. Go us. That's a harsh award, man. That's not very nice at all. But it's okay. We will overcome. And this ride right here is eventually going to get moved into this area so that we have this whole... I don't want to do it right now, but I probably should. So let's go in here. We will redo that. We'll have this one come down, this come down, and this come down. And then we can close this one up. Do some construction, and that's going to go right in there now. That there, that there. Got that, and then we can just plop this down like so. There we are. All right. right, happy with that now. Look at how much space. Like, this is significantly more compact than what it was before. And I don't think we really sacrificed a whole bunch to get it there. The pathways are going to be more crowded. Our guests are telling us that it's too crowded here, and I agree. We'll spread them out here in just a moment once we have a chance to build something that's worth doing. I think either a wooden coaster in here or, I mean, I don't want to build the, I don't like that one. I think we're going to go with just a coaster right here. So we're going to do that. I really like that setup as far as you can see the level of where everything's at. Don't remember that being like a thing on the old game. All right, so we're gonna have it go down. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna have it go up. All right, that looks good. We'll do that. And then we have a big sweeping turn. Like so. Let's see, what was the very top there? It was 75, so we can't do that, so. So we have that. Now it's gonna drop and drop again. And we got some dipsy-doos and all of that stuff. And then we'll have that start coming back home here real soon. All right, I think we just need this to go up. So what I'm going to do is bring it in over here. So I need this line here clear. So we can do that. Oh, come on. I just need a little bit more space. I'm not going to get it, am I? Okay, so different approach here. Is now we will turn this way, that way. Alright, let's have it. Okay, we can do that. Can do that. Ooh, that's too much, but it's not a bad idea. That's putting it in slightly off, but I can deal with that. Let's see, we're gonna put a chain lift there because it's going immediately into brakes. And not a lot of brakes. Like if I put a turn there, it's going right into that. So this one actually needs to be a block brake. And then we're gonna delete one of those and have it turn that way. And there we go, okay. Oh my goodness. That was an adventure in building that part of this park here. Not sure I want to do that again. Let's go ahead and build our lines here. So we're going to do that. Let's, before we do that, have it do some dipsy-doos around this area. There we go. Okay. Close that out. We'll set every 10 minutes. We're going to speed that lift hill up. Do we have any other? We do. We have log cars. Heck yeah. And it's only going to be 2 trains because that's not a real block there. All right, let's paint this bad boy. Feeling silver and like dark brown. But then these guys, like a beigey color with the dark brown insides. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And obviously a train that is going to be lumberjack. Alright, that should help us out tremendously. Let's see, that's, okay. It's not super thrilling, but that doesn't, it's not a bad thing. We're actually pretty, or not super close to high, but we're close enough. That is a 40-second ride, so do some of this. All right, it's open, and it looks like we have people getting on board here, so that's good. We're doing stalls and drinks. Perfect. That's what we needed, was a drink stall. Then we can go back and get rid of this and get our thrill and coasters back in place. And hopefully we'll be able to start doing what we need to do here to continue. We haven't touched our loans yet. Luckily, we've been okay with that. And our park value has, well, from where we started, it was at 24. It's gone up to 40, and we added one ride. I mean, we didn't change that much, and we did put in a bunch of benches and stuff, and also a couple of stalls and things. But nothing like crazy that we've put in that would demand a lot of money. So that's exciting. Eventually we'll have a pathway down here that will connect back up to that if we want to. Can we build all the way? Oh, we can. Let's do that. That's gonna be fun. Because this is prime food stall area. It also provides additional capacity for our pathways so that our guests can go somewhere else other than just the same old spots. So we'll do all of that. All right, that looks good. Happy with that setup. We'll put more food stuff down here shortly. We just don't have space to do it yet. Go, 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 go. And you can see we have large groups of people walking around now. Hopefully the crowded stuff. Yeah, see, we got all of that, and they're saying lumberjacks are really good value. So that means we can up the price. And that should help us out as well, longer term, because we got to purchase a whole bunch of land. Like construction rights, let's take a look and see what construction rights cost. So that's 20 bucks a pop just to build over there. And then if we want to build or buy that particular piece of land, that's also $20, which that's a really good sign. It's not expensive for us to do that. We should be able to add on a lot of land relatively inexpensively, but we also, it's going to be a bit of work to get all of that set and ready to go, especially as we have to buy all the land and then build out, because there's not a lot of flat stuff in there. A lot of it's over water, so it's a little bit of an awkward space to build and do things with. We'll figure it out, but just a little more awkward than what some of the other ones may be. So this one we don't have in the park yet, so we're gonna up the price there. Popcorn's expensive. And I guess we should put an info stall back here too. So now we have two of those, 2 restrooms. I think that's good. I mean, this is a future spot for potential stuff. What's nice here too is that we have this main pathway. There's a secondary pathway here that I believe we have the ability to have construction rights with. Yeah, so we can build that one over as well. And then we have this area here that we can build on. So we can actually put another coaster right in this area if we wanted to, or another ride of higher value to get that done. But this is a park that requires, it's only 2 years, correct? Yeah, it's only 2 years to get up to that $100,000. So it's not like it's this isn't a little jump. There's some definite work we need to do to get this park up to speed and to do it quickly. So wooden coaster wise, I think we're going to put in a little wooden coaster. Let's go in and purchase all the construction rights for everything. So we own all that stuff. We're going to add some more money to our stuff here just so we can purchase all of that. And that gives us a decent area to kind of build out more intensely here. Now I'm gonna do something here. I'll put that in there and then get rid of it. And all I'm doing with that is it's going to allow us to build on. Let's start flat and then go down. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing here, I think. Oh no, we can't do it there. We can do it. We can do it here if we wanted to. I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. I am going to just plop that in there just so we can see it. And then we'll do that. Okay. So now it's time to go get another coaster. We're going to get this little guy in here. We're going to have that be something like that. I don't want to, again, I'm trying to make this as compact and small as possible. Alright, so we can go a little bit more. Like there we can't, but that we can. Okay, that's fine. And then, oh, we need money. Let's go in there and get some more cash. And this is purposely not going to be like a wild coaster. It's going to be something that we can just own, make some money on, and help us finance the expansion that we want to go through. Because you can see, like, that turn's not going to make any sense. We can't do that. We have to go back to the other side, even if we did it like that. So we're going to go all the way back here. We're going to put on the tinier turn, and then drop that down a little bit more intensely. And I know that's ugly, but that's kind of the limitation of the game. And we should be able to turn that. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to wrap that around here, then come back in and go to the station. And that should be plenty enough for this coaster. And the fun thing with the construction limits are you can really play with the heights and do all kinds of weird stuff with them. And it still works. So we'll do that. Then we're going to come back up. And real quick. Okay, we should be able to come here, turn around, and go under that bridge, and then come back up. That's the plan. So let's do that. It would be there, and then we can't do it because of that tree. Okay. Was it the tree or that we don't have the money? Okay, we can't do the tree, and we don't have the money. It's both the problems. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to just make this a smaller turn and go there. And then we should be able to go down and clear that without... Oh, nope. Now can we? Nope. Alright, so we need to just do this. And that's not going to exist now. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we're going to have to have a little bump up there, I think. Because I don't think we have the speed to keep it going up there at all. Alright. And then we should be able to turn this in like that. Have it hit its brake run. And block brakes. And turn. Okay. That's as good as it's gonna get. I'm not too upset by that. I'm a little... We have to figure this area out. Maybe it's gonna come over here and up and then down. I don't know. But we'll figure that out later. Okay. So that's all well and good. 2 trains, 6 cars. Cool. Lift hill chain speed is definitely not gonna be 3 miles an hour. It's not enough. And as that's going, we'll put that one in. We'll need to figure out the rest of all this as time goes on here. But it's not a big lift hill, so I'm a little worried about the speed at some of these spots because this is not a big ride. All I'm really hoping for is that we get a high intensity because we don't have any high intensity rides. Oh, we have a looping coaster now too. Awesome. So that's going to come through there. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Income opportunity, on-ride photo. Alright, we got that. Now we can test. We can see that it clearly came in with enough speed, so it'll be fine. We're just going to call this Rusted Timber. That doesn't even make sense, because timber doesn't rust. But do you ever get, see nuts or bolts on something and it looked rusted? It's just because the nuts or bolts are kind of there. So we're going to kind of give it a rusty kind of color there, and then train 2, I want it to be a little bit more of a greenish color. Something like that. I'm cool with that. Alright, and then we'll see how this works out. We should be able to build this up over and then come in this area somewhere without any issues. And finance-wise, ooh, we had a big upswing there and then it went down. That's okay. just because this ride isn't open yet, and now it's going to be. Well, it's not open yet, but it will be very soon. So we'll do that. It's going to be $5. Does that sound reasonable? Okay, and then we'll get a rusted color along with different stuff there. So 1, 2, there we go. Actually, let's have it come there, over like that. I think come down, down, and then we can kind of do fun stuff there. What's going on with that? Oh, hold on. That should continue to go there. Okay. Now we can open it up. Rusted Timber, welcome to the family. And I guess we'll... Actually, let's get rid of that spot right there. There we go. Okay, and then this is going to be our gateway over. Return back to that. 1, 2. There we go. And then a downward slope all the way. Oh, come on. Rusted Timber doesn't need to be in the way there. Okay, that's fine. We just don't own the land for that, but that's okay. If we can cycle this ride through quickly, let's see, well, I don't even remember the stats. It's only 54 seconds, so I'm gonna wait for a full load. 54 is 27, so we're gonna make it 22, and this one's gonna be a max of 27. And then we should be able to get them rolling through pretty easily without too many problems. Take a look at our park value here, and it shot up to 80K. Beautiful. Finance wise, how much can we borrow without, we're at our limit. Okay, so we need to get, let's advertise for lumberjack. No, overall lumberjack's good. Let's get rusted timber advertised for a little bit of time here and see if that will help generate some income for us. And then we can start deciding what we're going to do with the land that we're slowly acquiring here. So we have a looping coaster, which we actually might be able to fit in somewhere in this park. Probably not, but I mean, I could stack stuff up really high if I wanted to. I don't want to do that, but we could. But I'm just going to throw the things that are supposed to be there. And hopefully, we're seeing an increase in guests, it looks like. This guy coming? One of them looked like they were coming to us sick already, which is interesting. But maybe that's not the case. What's the line length for this? How long is it taking? 5 minutes? That's perfect. We get $8,000 a day or a year. We're going to hire a few more handy men. Or handy women. Go through and do that. This ride should be maxed out, and then rolling on to the next thing. Perfect. Little head chopper there. And this lift hill is just not long enough to support anything really. It's just so short that this thing cannot clear that thing fast enough before the next group comes in, which is kind of entertaining. But I kind of dig this little ride. It's nothing special, but I dig it. I like what it looks like. I like how it works. I like what it does. Alright, and there. It stopped, and then this one is ready to go. We can actually probably go a little less time on this. So let's bring that down to 20 seconds. And head chopper city. But if we're looking at our finances on this one, it's going to be $10,000 an hour. Up to 94, and we can juke the stats a little bit if we wanted to by just putting in trees and such. All of this stuff also adds value to the park, so you can always add little things like this in if you need to make a quick buck in your park. And it's not even my favorite. This one's my favorite tree. I love that one. I think it's just looks cool. And we're just trying to find spots where we can put little things like this in. Just so, I'm more doing this just so we don't lose value as we're waiting to get more money. We're putting in small improvements, which shockingly do things in the game. We just need to let it do its thing. Purple power is broken down, which is our twist ride. But you can see this one's starting to have stuff. Are you carrying anything? Nope. The other thing I like to see is, usually we see a big increase in the number of people coming when we have a new ride come in. We also did the free tickets, but nobody's carrying anything like that. But they are coming to us very sleepy for some reason. So I guess our job is to go through and get them woken up. We're going to stop with the coasters. We have enough of those. We need thrill rides and maybe a water ride or two, but we'll figure that out. This area now, we need to get this pathway coming down to ground-ish level. So I'm just going to get rid of some of these, even though they increase our value a bit. I just want to make sure we have the tools we need to do what I want to do. So there's going to be a pathway going there. There we go. So it didn't really take, again, I was not trying to juke the stats too much with these. I just didn't want the profit or the money to go down with that. But if we take a look at our park value now, we're over that. And all we did was add a little bit of land here, construction rights, and we just rearranged everything. And that's pretty much the entire park in one shot. You can see all of our land, everything that we've built is right there. Wasn't too big of a deal. And it's a fun one. It's an interesting challenge, especially if you choose to go the route of trying to condense it down as much as possible. You really got to make use of all of the land, and I think we did a really good job of kind of going through and getting as much value out of this park as we could without expanding stuff too much. Well, that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. Thanks for joining me for another Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.